There we go. All right, we're live. Excellent. Thanks everybody for attending and sticking around for the live Q&A. Man, that was fantastic. I really enjoyed sharing with you, and I really hope that you really enjoyed that content. We ended up with 110 slides as part of that presentation. I started making it, and I originally thought it was going to be around 60. You know, that way we've got a 1-hour event, and I'm doing a slide a minute. We had 110 slides there. Working on getting you that content. So of course we go live, and I've got this little funny do for it going on. Anyways, let's get into your questions, and we'll move this so that you look good. And you might catch me looking over to this side as well, because we've also decided to broadcast live using Periscope over there on Twitter. So we're getting all of your questions about the Google Breakthrough event answered here today. So our first question, and obviously I've got to sort through a bunch of the yeses, but it looks like we're at the bottom of them here while we were waiting for this to queue up. And our first question is from Terry. Will there be a recording of the event? So Terry, what we've decided to do is release the recording of the event for 48 hours. So normally we don't broadcast the replays of the event, but I am going to put it up on a site for you. We'll email you out after the event. It's going to take a couple hours to sort through everything here. And then we will send out a replay of the event for you so that you have access to that, okay? So thanks for asking, and your answer is yes, you'll have 48 hours after the event to take in the information and go over your notes and help to implement what you learned on the event. Ryan says, the first slides on your first 2 slides were fuzzy. Is there any way we can get clearer? Looking better now that we're through the event. Okay, so Ryan, thank you for the feedback, and I do realize that those screenshots were a little bit fuzzy, just because we're taking a big screen and then trying to shrink it down and put it on a PowerPoint slide. So what I'm going to do here for those of you that are on the Google Hangout is we're going to try something interesting here, and we're just going to switch this over. So hopefully you're going to be able to see my screen, and we're going to flip this over to the screen share. And just give me 1 second here. Oh, technology. And we'll start this here. So now what you should be able to see is the old Google. So this is live, obviously. So we're live here on Google. And I'm just going to go in and type in the keywords that we used as that example. So the first one was just Guelph mortgage. So people that are doing, your standard looking for a mortgage or a mortgage broker or mortgage information, right? So you can see under Guelph mortgage, we have an ad that's running up there at the top. But if you look at the 7-pack, so this is the Google My Business, the Google My Business page that we talked about setting up, as well as the Yahoo and the MSN, and then going out and setting up all that local optimization that we were talking about. That's what's going to get you into this 7-pack right here. So you show up in the map, and you also show up in the 7-pack, and you can see Don's website or our website, the Guelph Second Mortgages one there, showing up in the D spot up there at the top. Now, what you'll also notice is down here, and actually this has changed in the last 3 days since I shot the screenshot and put it into the PowerPoint presentation. So you can actually see that we've bumped up into that #1 spot on the organic. So this is a paid ad, this is the 7-pack, and then this section here is where the SEO starts, or these are the organically ranked sites, and our site is now in the #1 position, which is pretty cool. It shows you the increase in rank just in the last couple of days. So some of the most recent optimization that we've done has kicked in there. So again, so that was the key phrase that we showed in the slide. So you can see it. I mean, this is live. Obviously, this is Google working. There's nothing, there's no trickery on the slides or the presentation or anything. Type in Guelph Second Mortgage, another main key phrase for us, and you can see our website again comes up in that #1 spot. The Kijiji section of Second Mortgages also shows up. We're running ads in there as well, so that gives us exposure from that 2nd spot. And then we've also got another one here. Opendi is one of those local business directory sites that we talked about, where we went in and did the reverse engineering of what sites Google likes, found that one and listed ourselves in there. So we're getting a ranking there. This guelphmercury.com, again, from that exact same strategy, showing us ranked there. The ic.gc.ca, we're ranked in there. So, and then down here at the bottom, you can see that we've got 2 of our Google Plus postings also showing up on the front page. So ranking very well there as well. So I won't go through all of those for you, but just wanted to show you that, you know, there's nothing weird going on with the screenshots or whatever. I apologize that they were a little bit fuzzy, but there's nothing weird going on there. Those are actual live rankings. So hopefully you were able to see that, and that worked with switching the camera around. And if it didn't, you know, let me know in the Q&A, and I'll make sure that we go back on there and I do show it to you, because that's important. So our next question is from Scott. I have an office website that I don't really have a whole lot of control over. Will this still work for me? So Scott with a K, the answer to that is probably. And if you can get that website that has been provided to you onto your own domain, so you have the ability to optimize it kind of on a secondary domain, which most of those services will allow you to do. Yes, we can work with that and we can optimize that. That's great. Now, if you just have a page on the main site, that's a little bit different. That's very difficult for us to optimize because we don't have full control over the entire website, and we need that in order to be able to do our job. So if you just have a site on the total, or a page on the entire site, excuse me, I've been talking for an hour, I'm starting to fade a little bit. But so yeah, if you've got a page on a full site, can't really help you there, but we can develop something for you that we can then optimize to help get you results. So if you're one of the people that has invested at this point, yes, we can help you out and get you going on that. So thank you for your question, Scott. Next comes from Paul. Paul says, my business covers the entire San Francisco Bay Area. Why can I only type in the city address of my suburban market? Okay, so Paul, that question probably came in either before we got into the keyword research part of the webinar or while we were going through those examples. And the answer to that is yes, you can optimize for the entire San Francisco Bay Area if you so choose. That is not going to be the recommendation that I'm going to give you if you decide to invest in the program. The reason being, we're going to go after the long tail that's going to get you quality customers from your actual location, rather than just trying to go blanket and chase that #1 main keyword that you're looking for. Simply because we're going to be able to get you results faster, we're going to be able to get you higher quality traffic, and just overall, it's a better experience. And just like I said at the end of the webinar there, it's better for you to go after the high quality long tail keywords. And long tail just means not San Francisco Bay real estate or San Francisco Bay mortgage broker. It's I'm looking for a mortgage broker in San Francisco Bay. If there's enough traffic, if there's enough people searching that long phrase, we'll optimize for that because there's very little, if any, competition. We can rank it really quick, get that traffic, start driving the traffic to your site, and then using that traffic to boost the website towards those major keywords. So we don't just go after that one main keyword that targets the whole location. What we're doing is we're targeting total traffic and total results for your entire campaign, so that we're not just focused on that one keyword and that one ranking. What we're focused on is results for you. And again, we put together a customized keyword plan. We'll go do the research and then present it to you. And we discuss that strategy together so that we're both happy with you getting the keyword phrases that you want, so that your brand looks good, your business looks good. And we're confident from our perspective that we can optimize properly, get that front page ranking, and get you the results that it is that you're looking for. So Paul, thank you for the question. Hopefully that gives you a good answer. Catherine says, makes sense. This is awesome. I'm getting it. Fantastic, Catherine. We have tons of people that have attended our events in the past that are able to take the information that we give, implement it, and get results. So if you choose to do the work and invest the hours of time in order to get those results, you have everything that you need after attending the event. So congratulations, and I wish you absolute success. From Paul, what are the big 3 local main sites again? I got Google and Yahoo. So the third is MSN or Bing. So Bing. Google, Yahoo, Bing. And if you go onto any of those services and go to Bing and type in Bing Places page, the #1 result that comes up is going to be the link that I gave you in the webinar to go and sign up for that service. So those are the 3 that you need: Google, Yahoo, and Bing. Bing is the same as MSN. From Mike. Yes, does this work with naming surrounding cities as well? So with surrounding cities, yes, we can go out and optimize for that. But again, that comes down to quality keyword research. We don't want to go after key phrases that aren't going to convert as traffic, or that aren't going to have enough traffic to make it worth our effort. So again, as your optimization goes stronger every month while we're building the campaign every month and doing all of the work that we talked about, we're going to be able to come to you and say, okay, here's your page rank, here's our rankings that you're getting, and that's included in the reporting that we send to you every month. And then we can come back and say, okay, we're on front page for the first 5 keywords that we selected. We've achieved that goal. So now we're going to pick 5 more, and we're going to use those 5 to get the next 5, right? And then it just kind of compounds. And every month we're supporting the whole keyword deck that we're optimizing for you. So if as part of that plan you want to go out and add surrounding cities to your main market, absolutely, we can do that. That just comes into the keyword research planning that we do for you and setting it up for you. From Serge. Serge says, I was told that Google does not like linking through directories. How does this change your strategy? So Serge, so thank you for the feedback. Yes, absolutely. A main directory blanketing is a bad idea. A couple of years ago, I mean, any link to your website was a good link to your website. But according to the most recent changes, especially considering the Pigeon update, you can't just blanket your links. That's why I was so specific inside the webinar that you need to essentially, they're custom link campaigns, and you've actually got to hand select each person that you let link to your site. You can't just go out and pay a link broker to go out and link to your site and generate all of these backlinks. What you want to do is hand select very, very quality links and sites that have good page rank, good traffic, and relevant keywords and traffic on their sites to link back to yours. So again, we actually go out, hand select those sites, email the webmasters, contact the webmasters, and work at not getting you a large link building campaign, but generating a quality link building campaign. And that's the difference between, a lot of people just come out and say link building is dead. Well, it's not. But the way that most of the people were doing it is dead because it was the wrong way. You've got to maintain very high quality links in your backlinking process. So hopefully that helps clear that up for you. And that's what we're doing on our side. We only go after those high quality links. We don't pay for syndication or anything like that. Nothing weird on your profile. Like I mentioned, everything that we do is white hat, very much above board. Just following what Google tells us is, that going to get us that grade A quality, and it's being proven to us and to me confidently enough that I can come out and do this event, that what we're doing is working post Pigeon, post Mobilegeddon, and getting results. So we're looking forward to that. So our next question is from Catherine. Catherine says, and I'll modify this just a little bit, I'm from a corporation, and we would like to do this by specific state or province, and then drill down to the biggest cities to get more localized. So from that aspect of things, you need to look at the campaign differently than you would the 3 steps that we did on this campaign, because obviously you're looking at a much larger scope, right? So what needs to happen is from the very beginning, you have to come up with a directory and linking structure that is organizationally going to speak properly to Google. And what I mean by that is, so when we went through the top 7 tips on your website, we talked about having a directory structure that's very easy for Google to understand, and then submitting that through a sitemap so that Google, the robot and the spider can very quickly go through your information, index it, and rank it fast, right? So what you need to do is do that for each cog in the wheel. So you're gonna end up with essentially 30 different campaigns all matching the structure that we went through today. And then you have to put together that overarching SEO plan that gets backed up with a much larger linking strategy, with a much larger directory strategy, and really having a good quality connection between yourself and Google, and making that data mapping process as easy as possible. From a corporate standpoint, a lot of times that's one of the things that we see. Well, really, there's two main things. When I go into like a large scale corporation and we talk about digital traffic from an organic perspective, most of it is so disjointed, it's very difficult for the search engine to understand the whole process that the company has. So we have to map it out and then submit it to Google, and that makes a big difference. The other big factor is creating enough quality content that you can individually optimize each of those smaller sites so that they all support the whole, right? So again, those are all things that you need to take into account. And if you're interested, I'd be happy to hop on a consulting call with you and help map that structure out for your organization. If you're interested, you can email support@cwjstone.com, and we're happy to help you with that. Awesome. So just scrolling through here from Mike. Mike says, mortgage folks are known to move around. What happens when we move, or how do we consolidate our listings? So Mike, great question. I didn't realize that mortgage brokers were so nomadic, or nomadic. Anyways, so in that case, you do need to be very careful, especially with the local business directories, because if you're going to go out and use the template that I gave you to go get the online ratings, reviews, and testimonials, you can't take those testimonials with you to another location. So what you need to do is keep that profile active, even though you're potentially moving to a new location. So you would make it more about your specific personal brand than necessarily the brand that you're associated with if you're going to be moving brands. The other thing that you need to keep in mind with that is that your website, and very few people think of it like this, but your website really is a digital asset in your business for as long as you have your career in the industry. And the more content that you create, the more quality content that you create, the larger your footprint gets on your site, the better that is for you long term. So again, one of the things that Google looks at when they're looking at your website is how long you've owned your domain, what host it's on, and that gets into like page loading times and all that kind of stuff. If you keep that stuff good and consistent quality over time, you can very easily move into a new marketplace, add new keywords and add new content pages to your overall existing site, and have it make the impact in that marketplace faster, because you're building on top of something that has already got strength and momentum with Google. So don't think of these as, you know, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna get my website ranked on the front page and then, you know, ride it out for 6 months and see how it goes. This is a long-term digital strategy for you to use for the rest of your career to gain rank and to gain leads. And the more you focus on quality, the better results that you will get, and the better it will serve you over time. So hopefully that helps. From Kelly asks, where do you get the video location? Okay, so I'm going to assume that that is on the YouTube video that you've got. So when you go into YouTube, select the video, and actually, you know, click on the video description so that the video shows up at the top, and then underneath the video there's going to be a little bar there that says settings. Click on settings, and then it's going to give you two tabs essentially at the top, and one is going to be the general settings for your video, and then advanced settings. Click on advanced settings, and in that menu for the advanced settings on your video is where you find the location, the video location for your YouTube videos, and then that's where you actually pin the location to your office. Make sure in the description of the YouTube video, you put all of your business information just like you did in the directory site. So the name of your business, your phone number, your email address, your website address, all of that information as you have it listed on your website and listed in all your local business directories, and save it as well. That's another indicator that Google's going to pick up from YouTube. YouTube's going to give it to Google, and then both of those will help assist each other in the rankings. It's great to see you on the webinar, Kelly. Hope all is well, and I'm glad that you're still enjoying the webinars. So from Paulo asks, if I'm tagging a location on a video for a property for sale, would it be more beneficial to tag the location of the house or our office? Paulo, simply because I'm a little bit weird about the whole digital privacy thing, I would suggest that you tag the office and that you don't tag somebody's house with their address with a YouTube video, at least without their knowledge. I mean, if you're going to do that, I would definitely talk to your client and let them know that you've got a video strategy that you're going to be using and you're going to tag them on the map. I wouldn't put people's information out there like that if they don't know about it. So my recommendation would be to tag the office simply because that's where we want the traffic from, right? We want to boost the profile of your website at your office, and that tag on that location is going to match up with all the other citations that you've put out there, and that'll help boost that rank. So hopefully that will help for you. Heidi, are we able to get the PowerPoint presentation you emailed to us? Heidi, unfortunately not. That PowerPoint presentation, I know that this sounds weird, but it's actually really valuable. So the information that I've poured into that represents a significant amount of money that we've spent to optimize these sites and get this information for you, and also a significant amount of my time. So in optimizing these sites and figuring this system out for you, I've personally spent 6 months, not including hiring the staff and having the staff costs and all of that goes into it. So it's just too valuable of an investment to be able to just give those out on general. So no, we won't be sharing the PowerPoints. But thank you for asking, and I hope that's okay with you and you can understand how much effort really does go into putting these events together for you. As you all know, I have 2 webinars a month that I do standing that are sponsored by First National Financial, and each of those events takes a significant input of time and resources in order to make those for you. So this event is no different. From Joanna, it says, on the Google business page, it wants a business address. I do have an office I work out of, however, they have already registered their business page. Do I then use my personal address? I really don't want my personal address on the internet. And there goes back to the personal privacy thing. And Joanna, yes, absolutely, I completely understand that. Now, you don't want to do anything funky and essentially mix up your office location. So Google does have a great new feature that they have as the Google My Business profile, where you can have multiple spots in a location. That being said, they also have the ability to hide your location. So you can use your home address, have the postcard sent to your home address, and then when you verify the account, you can click the little checkbox that says hide my location, and Google will just give a rough location around your neighborhood without pinpointing your actual address. So that will get you around people actually being able to find you with your with the listing that you register out there. So that gets you around that. Josh is asking about the replay. You'll have it for 48 hours. We'll email it out to you tonight, and you'll have until Friday night, I guess, to watch the event and share it out. Well, 48 hours from now, essentially, is after when we're going to take it down. So Heather is looking for the beautiful video sources. So just off the top of my head, without having the slide in front of me, it was animoto.com. There was Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com, and there was what was the name? Cellimations, there it is. S-E-L-L Amations, A-M-A-T-I-O-N-S, Cellamations.com, which again is a little bit of a pricier option. And then, man, look at this. We got 3 cameras running right here. And I know I don't look so fancy, but if I can do it, you can do it. You know, fire up your iPhone, fire up your laptop, fire up your iPad. You know what I mean? Like, they've all got high definition, beautiful video. Right here, we're broadcasting this to you through a Google Hangout, which are free to run. You need a Gmail address to do it. Just type in Google Hangouts. You can start a Google Hangout that's empty. You don't have to have, you know, hundreds of people on it. You can just broadcast, and when you click finish, it automatically uploads it into your YouTube account. You don't even have to upload anything. So you can just broadcast your own little Google Hangout as well, and that works dandy. So lots of different ways to get those videos up there. Hope that works for you. From Anita, review how to get onto local business directories. I don't see where you sign up for them. So Anita, when you go on and you reverse engineer Google, go to, you know, pick obviously the top 10, click at the top, and then on that business directory site, there's normally a search bar somewhere. It's normally up in the top right-hand corner. You can just put directory in there, and it'll normally take you to the business directory section. And in the footer of the website, across the bottom, pretty much on all of them, it'll say business listing, get a free business listing, list my business, something along those lines. But almost all of the time, it's in the footer of the actual website, the link that you click in order to get the free business listing. So there's the search option on the actual website, and then there's going through the footer bar on the bottom in order to get the link. So hopefully that helps out. From Ed, Ed says, how do I differentiate myself from, and again, I'll modify this a little bit just for privacy sakes. How do I differentiate myself from the main brand that I am an agent for? So when people are doing the search, they find mortgage businesses and the brokerages that they can call. How do I, as an individual agent, stand out from the noise? That's a little bit paraphrased, but I think, Ed, I captured the essence of your question there. And for that, again, it takes your own digital strategy and your own investment in your own brand. And this is going to be something that's an asset for you for the rest of your career. You know, being able to differentiate yourself so that when people type in your name, they're going to be able to find you and your brand and your website and the testimonials from all your past clients that you've been able to help. It's also going to help you solidify your own web presence. So you should be investing in your own web presence as a mortgage broker outside of that major brand. And that means creating your own local business directories, creating your own website, having your own SEO strategy, having your own review strategy, having all of these things working for you, essentially, so that you have those up and running. And a great question here. And Ed, hopefully that answers your question from Robert. I'm ready to get going. Where do I go to purchase? So that is CWJstone, cwjstone.com/discount. That's cwjstone.com/discount to get started today, to claim your $1,000 discount that I'm giving you today and take advantage of those $6,000 in savings that you're getting over the year by getting advantage of that discounted monthly price. So I'm really looking forward to having you as part of the program. That's awesome. If you haven't already signed up at this point, get on over there and get signed up again. Our shopping cart tags each order with a timestamp. So if we go over the 20 accounts that we can handle, again, you'll get an email from us letting you know that according to the timestamps, there's not enough room in the program, and we'll refund your money right away. It won't even process through the merchant. We'll just void it, and you'll get your money back. So Robert, make sure that you hop in there now, make your purchase, and I really look forward to working with you. From, well, that's weird, Rob. So maybe Rob and Robert is the same person, but from Rob, does a person who is giving an online review on Google need a Google email? So the answer to that question right now is yes. There has been talk inside the inner circles that I get to participate in that is something that they were thinking about going away from, but in my experience, I have not seen that. So yes, they must have a Gmail address in order to leave you that rating and review. Just a quick heads up, it's gonna be a lot easier for you to get people to leave you a review on Facebook than it is on Google, but man, are those Google reviews ever powerful. It is worth it to put the effort in to get Google reviews on the front page. I mean, logically, if you think about it, if you're a mortgage broker and you show up on the front page when somebody types in your area and mortgage broker, and you got more testimonials on Google than anybody else in the marketplace, you're going to be the person that gets the lion's share of those phone calls because you're the most trustworthy person on the front page. It's kind of weird, but here in 2015, it's how a lot of people coming up are making their decisions as to who they're going to do business with. Same thing when referrals happen, just like we talked about on our slides, right? If somebody gets a referral, they're going to go creep you on Facebook. And if there aren't people on that page talking about how they've enjoyed doing business with you, it almost at this point in our society is weird. Why doesn't this person have any reviews? Why isn't anybody talking about this person on social media? It's now a detriment to have nothing, right? It's almost assumed that either you're not doing a lot of business or people aren't having a great experience if that social proof isn't coming out. And us as responsible business owners need to make sure that we put the effort into making sure that we look good online with those online reviews, which I should probably ask if you've enjoyed this event and you'd like to give me some positive feedback. My Facebook page is cwjstone.com/Facebook, cwjstone.com/Facebook. Leave me a little review, 5 stars. Really enjoyed the event, Chris. That was awesome. Or just post me a nice comment on the timeline and let me know what you thought. I'm always open to all feedback. Sometimes I get negative feedback and we take that and we change so that we're better and we can do a better job for you. But hopefully it's good positive feedback, and hope that you've enjoyed this as much as I've enjoyed producing it for you. From Casey. So Casey is involved with one of the examples that we used in the actual event and says, that was our Facebook page. It was ridiculous. We couldn't keep up with the reviews that we were getting. So Casey, congratulations, and congratulations to your whole business. It really is a testament to the incredible customers, or not the customers, to you and your business and what you're doing for people. When people come en masse to leave you those incredible testimonials, it means you're doing your job. You're providing excellent customer service, and people are just waiting for you to engage them to go and talk about you positively online. So to you and to Sherry, congratulations. That's incredible to see. So just very quickly, we're just getting into some questions here. And we won't go crazy with this, but Luis, welcome to the program. Glad to have you here. Looking forward to working with you. Franz, welcome to the program. Really looking forward to working with you. From Ray, man, awesome. Great to see you on the webinar. Great to see you here. I'm really looking forward to working with you. We're going to get you some killer results. From Arlene, welcome to the program. Really looking forward to having you here, and we'll be on the phone shortly to get your intake survey done and get you taken into part of the program. And I won't do the rest of them because we'll get into the Q&A. But everybody else that has purchased and is coming across the shopping cart, welcome. I'm really looking forward to working with you, and we're gonna have a great time. So we'll keep going here with the Q&A. We got about 5 minutes left, and then we'll shut down. Anybody that hasn't had an answer to their Q&A, I promise I will get back to you. It might not be today, because as soon as I get off the webinar, we're into customer service mode and taking care of the people that are investing and taking action today. But you will get an answer to your question if I don't get to it during the live Q&A. Like I said, we had a ton of people on this event, which is great to see, and I'm really looking forward to getting you the answer. So which was the link to site number 1 from Patricia? Patricia, I'm assuming that you're looking for the Google My Business page. So if you go to google.com/business, that will give you the access there. From Brenda, Brenda's asking, are you going to share that template? I'm assuming by that template, it is going to be the email template. Hopefully you were able to take a screenshot of the template. If not, we are going to be sending out the recording. You've got access to that for 48 hours. So I would suggest that you just kind of, that you scroll through the event to that point, take a screenshot and send it out. We're not actually going to publish it, but you are free to swipe and deploy from the presentation. You absolutely have my permission. That sounds weird, you know, but you know, that is your template to use. So feel free to swipe it from the event and then use it. Wondering what link to what video will help a customer through the process? Do we make the video? So that again is for the Social Alchemy testimonial. We had one produced that we were giving away as a freebie. Unfortunately, the Google page now looks different from the recording that we had, so we took it out of the template because we didn't want to send you outdated information, and the team here just hasn't had time to shoot a new one for you. So right now, it's up to you to make that video. You know, fire up your webcam and shoot a quick video. But when I do get one, we will add it as part of that template, and I'll post on Facebook when that happens. So if you haven't already liked our business page on Facebook, go ahead and like that, because we post pretty much all our updates there to keep you in the loop as to what's going on. So hopefully that helps. From Kurt, Kurt asks, great question. Should these be staggered, or can you get 10 reviews in one day? So Kurt, we haven't seen a problem getting a large amount of reviews in a very short period of time. Again, unless you filter the number of emails that you're sending every day, there normally is a bump that comes in when you first send it, but we haven't seen any problems with any of the accounts in sending that information out. So there you go. That you shouldn't have any problems with that. So Tom, we're just scrolling here, getting through all the questions that we've already answered. From Philip, lots of great content here. This is awesome. Unfortunately, I have to leave for an appointment. Okay, so looking for a copy of the replay. Sorry, trying to be mindful of everyone's time here. Heidi, welcome to the program. Looking forward to working with you. From Paul, Paul is asking, is this a recorded seminar? Nope, we're here, we're live. It is, don't ask me what day it is. My wife and I have a beautiful 10-month-old son. And so sometimes with the lack of sleep, I lose track of days and times, but hey, we're live and we're here broadcasting for you. So hopefully that answers your question, Paul. From Valerie, I'm a bit overwhelmed. I'd love your assistance to implement for my business. Awesome, Valerie. You've got a link to the payment page, which is cwjstone.com/discount. Head on over there, invest in the program, and we're looking forward to helping you out. Oh, from Jeff, this is awesome. Jeff says, for your information, mobile searches surpassed desktop searches in May, and he's got a link to the Search Engine Land article. So that is fantastic. There is now more, well, actually, Jeff, I think that might be a US-based statistic, because when I did the research, the US-based was 52%, and then Canada on the CBC was 49%. So yes, you are absolutely right. And I mean, if it doesn't happen today, it's going to happen, you know, 2015, 2016. It's just, you know, we're a little bit ahead of the curve with the whole mobile thing and tapping into that traffic, but it is a massive opportunity, and that is awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, and it's great to see you on the event. Hope that you enjoyed it. From Ryan says, how do sites like Bitly impact your Google rankings? In other words, if I share my blog post using a Bitly link versus a short link generator using a WordPress widget like PrettyLink, is it impacting how Google is measuring the authority on my website? Ryan, great question. And that a very similar question to that actually came up at the last mastermind meeting that I was at. And the general consensus of the room is that the algorithm won't look, it will look past essentially that shortened link. So it's smart enough, I guess, to open it, track it to where it goes, and then take the link that is actually expanded rather than that shortened link. So that's what I've been told on that particular topic, and it sounds like you don't really have anything to worry about. Every time I possibly can, I will post the full link to whatever it is that I'm promoting, that we're sending out here. Once the site, this is from Mike. Mike asks, once our site structure is organized, where do we submit that document again? So you're going to submit that document to, it's through Google Webmaster Tools, and there's a specific page for it. I can look it up for you in just a second here, but if you go to Google and type in submit my sitemap, it will take you to the page that you need. But I will look it up for you here, just so that I give you the right answer right here through our Q&A. Give me just 1 second here. So it's called the Google Search Console. The Google Search Console, and you log in and it gives you that Submit Sitemap button right up there in the top right-hand corner. So your Google Search Console. And if you haven't already, make sure that you're hooked up on the over Google Analytics as well, because that's crucial to have a network for you as well. Orlando says, what about LinkedIn? You didn't mention it. So Orlando, LinkedIn is part of that social bookmarking strategy. So we make sure that we post your articles in Pulse, and we make the backlinks from LinkedIn. But there's no specific strategy on LinkedIn specifically for SEO. We do have networking strategies on LinkedIn that we leverage in the business, but it doesn't directly affect SEO, so we don't touch on it because it's not it's not a big factor, I guess you could say, in our strategy. So hopefully that helps. From Cassidy, we just gave you the sitemaps resource. Hopefully that helps. Karim. We'll skip that. Thank you very much for the question. From Claire. Claire, really looking forward to having you as part of the program. That link again is cwjstone.com/discount. And yes, if you're an office and you have multiple people in the office and you want to boost the entire office website and the sites of everybody associated with that site, that is absolutely something that we do. And we're looking forward to helping you with that. So welcome to the program. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome. I'm in. Welcome, welcome. Carmi asks, as a loan officer employed by a small community bank, my website is provided by the bank. Can I incorporate these strategies into my About Me profile? Would you offer services to the bank to help all of our individual sites? So yes, we will offer services to the bank to boost all of those profiles, but your individual page on the entire site, we can't optimize just because we don't have enough control over the whole site. So that's something that you should definitely look into. Awesome. From Regis, can you do this in French? Regis, the answer there, unfortunately, is no. We don't employ anybody that is bilingual enough to give you that high quality content. And when I say that, I'm talking specifically about the 5 pages that we're going to create, put onto your website. Our en français is un petit peu. So we can't write an article that sounds like proper French or Francophone. And I apologize, it's just something that we don't have the bandwidth for. If you would be willing to help us out with the content creation, we speak nerd and the computers still talk all the same. So our backlinking strategies, the reverse optimization, all that stuff works the exact same. So from a technical perspective, yes. From a content perspective, no. So if you're willing to help us out with the content, yes. But let's get together and talk it out. simply because I want to make sure that we've got reasonable expectations for what's going to happen in the process, because it's going to take you a lot more work than a traditional North American customer. And again, I apologize that my French isn't as good as it should be, being a Canadian. So our next question. Michelle says, thank you very much for the blueprint. This is incredible. I got lots of things to work on. Thanks again for everything. Love your events. Michelle, thank you so much for attending, and it's always great to have you here. Hope you enjoyed it. So from Chris asks, what if we have a company website that gives us a personal website, but we don't have our own site? Yes, we can help you develop a small personal website that we can optimize, to answer your question. So Valerie has a good question. Hi, Chris, I really want this, but I can't invest right now. Hopefully I'll be able to invest in a couple of months. Keep me in the database. Is there any possibility that you can hold the price? Unfortunately, Valerie, we cannot hold the price. That is just for the 20 people that come into the program today. And again, for the people that were on this event. So unfortunately, we can't hold the price for you, but I do wish you the absolute best of success in your business. From Mike says, great job, Chris. There's a question mark there at the end. So I think I did a good job. Mike, thank you very much for the comment. I appreciate it. And so from Sharon, I've previously been through the local Google traffic process. Can I build on what we did before? Yes. Anybody that is a previous local Google traffic customer is already really well set up with the perfect foundation to build this on top of. So those past local Google traffic customers, I just think that we're going to be able to see faster results doing what we're already doing, because we're layering over a quality foundation already. So yes, absolutely. And I would love to work with you again, and looking forward to having you as part of the process. Hey Chris, we'd love your services, but I have 3 to 4 different websites for 3 to 4 different businesses that I run. How would you suggest that we proceed? What do I focus on first, or can we do it all simultaneously? From Jeff, I would say this. Take the business that makes you the most amount of money, and the one that you can scale the fastest to more money, and focus all of your efforts on that. You're an incredible person for running 4 businesses. I give you that. And I would focus on the one that makes you the money. Let's prove it there, and then use the revenue that you're generating from the one that we're getting results from to fund the rest of them. So the other 3 sites that we set up and optimize for you doesn't come out of your pocket. It comes out of the profits that we're already generating for you. I like to scale things out that way, and that's my recommendation. So don't listen to me. This is my recommendation. Don't buy all 4, just buy 1. I need to work on that. Yeah, good thing I don't have a sales manager, right? So yeah, just 1, not all 4, and then that's how I would roll that out. So from Lori says, what is organic traffic and organic spots? So Lori, when we looked at that front page, there was the pay-per-click sites that were all the way across the top, and then there was the map listing on the top right-hand corner that had the A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. So those are the 7-pack. Those are the Google My Business listings, and those are the local listings. And then the organic listings are traditionally below those map results, and those are the organic ones. So they're not paid, they're not local, they are the regular organic listings that Google serves up. And there's 3 parts to basically the front page of Google. There's the paid ads, the local search, and then the organic search results. And there are some search phrases that don't have that local 7-pack, and you've just got paid ads and then the organic traffic. So that is what organic traffic is. When you see a site that showed up on Google, it's the regular listing and it doesn't have ads beside it. That's what you're looking at. From Aaron, I can't speak about a competitor during the webinar. It's just not my style. So I'm not going to compare my process to another big corporate company. But I would say, just take the slides from the webinar and everything that we laid out, and take what they've got and and compare it yourself. If you'd be interested in setting up a consulting call, support@cwjstone.com. Hope that helps. From Rusty, that's an in-depth, very well-written question, and we're here to respect everybody's time, so I will respond back to you privately. I would say, well, we'll handle it here. The question is, how do I talk to corporate and allow them to let me run my own branch's SEO or marketing, and talk to the marketing department? And I would essentially, boy, that's tough. But I would talk to the marketing director and take the resources that you got during the webinar and discuss them. Say, hey, I was on this presentation. I learned these 7 things that the website should have. And did you know this about local marketing? And did you know this about ratings and reviews? And then see what the marketing department comes back with. If they say, oh yeah, we know all that stuff and we're doing that, then you don't need it. If they go, where'd you get this? Then you say, well, there's this guy, Chris, and he helped teach me all this stuff. And if you want, I can set up a call and he'll explain it all to you, right? Or show them the information. So that's what I would do. From James. James says, I have absolutely no idea what I have. It's a website. So James, again, if you're looking to get that website up in the rankings, it's good to have a strategy and some knowledge on what you got. Hopefully that helps. James also says, I took the Facebook formula course that you offered a while back and it really helped. Thanks so much. James, another happy customer there. So glad that you enjoyed the program. I absolutely love putting the Facebook formula together as well. And it's pretty cool that you get that as a free bonus when you invest in the program today. So it's nice that everybody here that is potentially investing in the course knows what great value that 8-week course was as well. From Jeff, and then we're gonna shut down. We might take one more question after that, but in the interest of everybody's time, we'll shut her down after that. And again, thank you so much for your time. I really hope that you've enjoyed this event as much as I've enjoyed hosting it for you, because this is, as you can tell, I'm passionate about this. And when I was putting this webinar together, I knew we'd hit something special, and I'm glad that you were here for it and sharing it with me. So thanks. When we create and this is from Jeff, when we create our business profile pages, etc., do we have full access to the logins and passwords? Yes, so that's a great question. Everything we build is yours. So it's not like another company that will, they'll set everything up, but it's under their, hub or whatever it is that they have, and then you lose everything after you stop paying every month. We're not like that. So if you invest in something, I believe that you should maintain ownership of it, especially when it's your brand and it's your website and your optimization. So we track everything in a master document that we keep for you. It's a spreadsheet and it's got all your usernames, your passwords, and then the hyperlink to the actual site. So if you ever want to just go on and check your profiles and see what directories you're listed on, you just open up that document, click on the link, and log in with the username and the password, and you can see everything that's in there. So it's very, very much, it's not open source, but it's open to you, and everything is set up using your usernames and your passwords. So that's a great insight. I should have that as part of the presentation. Thanks for that. And from Joe, this will be our last question. From Joe, will the strategies work on a generic website given to me by the company that I work with? Or should I have an independent website built for myself before looking at these strategies? So Joe, we have to look at the website. So it sounds like your brand or provider has given you a website. It's just a template website, but it's for you. If that's the case, no problem. We can work with that. It's as long as you kind of maintain the ownership and it gives us the ability to log in and do a little bit of changes on the actual site, we're good to go. If you're just a page on a main branded website, we can't help you with that, and we would have to independently develop a site beyond that. So hopefully that helps you out. So with that, we are going to log off. To all of our viewers on Twitter and Periscope, thank you for joining us for the Q&A. For those of you here on our Google Hangout, thank you so much for being here. It's been a whirlwind of an event. I really enjoyed it. I hope that you've enjoyed it as well. And again, it looks like we're very close to our 20 here today. So for those of you that have invested, I am really looking forward to working my tail off for you. and getting you results. Thank you for attending the event. And from me and my family to you and yours, much love. And I look forward to seeing you during our next event. This is Chris Johnstone, signing off.